السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله أما بعد. Our lesson is أحكام التجويد. We'll be checking أحكام الإدغام. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. في أحكام الإدغام. في أحكام الإدغام. السؤال: ما هو الإدغام؟ ما هو الإدغام؟ الجواب هو عبارة عن خلط الحرفين وإدخال أحدهما في الآخر. فأحكام الإدغام, this is a different level of إدغام. We have already taken إدغام بغنة وإدغام بغير غنة, but now this is an advanced level of الإدغام. And in our إدغام today, we'll be taking different types of idgham, and from the first su'al which says ma huwa al-idgham, what is idgham? So it starts with definition to understand what idgham is. Al-jawab huwa ibaratun an khalt al-harfain. This is joining two letters. Khalt al-harfain is joining two letters, وإدخال أحدهما في الآخر, and inserting one of the two in the other letter. So if you're having two huruf, one is sakin and the other one is mutaharrika, you merge them together. So idgham, in short, is merging two letters, but one letter has to be sakin and the other one mutaharrika. So when you come across two letters that look alike, then you merge them together. It's not only looking alike, but the bottom line of idgham is merging two letters and reading them as one letter. So which are these letters that when we see them, we have to merge them, because the definition is to merge the two letters and reading as one letter. So السؤال: إلى كم قسم ينقسم, how many division do we have for idgham, or idgham has been divided into how many areas? ينقسم إلى ثلاثة أقسام. Idgham has been divided into three areas. متماثلين, the first area is متماثلين. ومتقاربين, and the second area is idgham متقاربين. والثird and the third area is ومتجانسين, idgham متجانسين. So these are the branches of idgham, or the different areas of idgham. We're going to look into them. First, we start with the first one, because we're having mutamathilain, mutaqaribain, wa mutajanisain. So we are going to start with mutamathilain. So what is this idgham mutamathilain? Now that we know that idgham is to merge two letters into and reading them as one letter. So which are these letters? So the first one is mutamathilain. So ما هو الإدغام متماثلين? What is this إدغام متماثلين? الجواب هو أن يتفق الحرفان صفة ومخرجا. This is where you come across two letters that look alike. صفة ومخرجا. When they say صفة ومخرجا, they totally look alike. So these are two letters that are identical. And when we say they are identical, it means that they look alike in the sifa and the makhraj. They come from the same area and they also look alike. فما حكم إدغام متماثلين? So now when you come across these two letters that look alike, the twins letter, how does it idgham, how do we read them idghaman? Jawab: حكمه, the hukm of these two letters that look alike should be read idghaman. You should read them idghaman, and idghaman is merging the two together. So idghaman is wujuban, it's a must for you to read them idghaman. And the example, the nahu dhalika, يعني example of that is اضرب بعصاك. اضرب بعصاك, we can see here we are having ba and ba. So ba and ba are identical, only that the first ba is maskun, is having sakin, the second ba is mutaharrika. So when you come across such letters, it becomes idgham. you have to read it idghaman. You have to read it idghaman, and that is by putting sakin in the first letter and put by merging the two. You take the first one and you put in the second one, and then the second one you read it with shadda. So instead of saying idrib bi'aswaka, you're going to read it idrib bi'aswaka. Idrib bi'aswaka. You will merge these two letters and read them as one letter by putting shadda in the second one. Another example is وَبَلْ لَا يَخَافُونَ. وَبَلْ لَا يَخَافُونَ. We are having lam sakin. ثم بعد لام ساكن لام متحركة. So we merge the lam and lam together by inserting this lam here, and we put shadda in the second one. So instead of reading وَبَلْ لَا, we are going to read وَبَلَّ 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 يَخَافُونَ. And then another example is dal and dal. So here we are going to merge the two together, and we read with shadda in the second one. And that is, instead of reading وَقَدْ دَخَلُوا by stopping at the sakin, وَقَدْ دَخَلُوا, we are going to merge idghaman, and we will read it وَقَدْ دَخَلُوا وَقَدْ دَخَلُوا. You grab the second one by putting shadda. Another example of mutamathilain is dhal wa dhal. Dhal wa dhal. So dhal wa dhal, we merge them together. So instead of reading وَإِذْ ذَهَبَ, we are going to read وَإِذْ ذَهَبَ. وَإِذْ ذَهَبَ by putting a strong shadda in the second letter and dropping the first one, or merging together. وَمَا أَشْبَهَ ذَلِكَ. And anything that looks like this, anything that has two letters that look alike, one is sakin, the other one is mutaharrika, it automatically becomes idgham. So it's very simple to understand mutamathilain, because mutamathilain means they look alike. So when you come across the letters that look alike like this, that is how you read them. So let us see al-idgham al-mutaqaribain. Mutaqaribain huwa ما تقارب مخرجا وصفة. This is when they come from the same makhraj, from the same area. If when you're reading that harf, the harf from the example here, we are going to see how they come from the same area. Same area means makhraj. Makhraj, this is when you're reading them, the pronunciation comes. When you're pronouncing it, they are like almost the same pronunciation. So we are going to understand better in the example. مثال ذلك. So مثال الثاء, we have an example of tha. So here we have tha and tha, tha and tha. When you're pronouncing the tha and tha, you will notice that the tha comes, the area of tha is beneath the upper teeth. And then the dal is almost close to tha. So this you can just try exercise it by reading it. When you read the tha and then the dal, you can tell that they are coming from the same makhraj. We call them makhraj, they come from the same area. So this case, when if the first one is sakin, the second one is mutaharrika, you put it, you read them idghaman, and idghaman means you merge the two by putting shadda in the second one. So the first one becomes silent and the second one becomes with shadda. So instead of reading yalhad dhalika, yalhad by stopping at sakin, we're going to merge by reading it with dal with shadda, and that will be yalhad dhalika, yalhad dhalika. ومثال الباء, and the example of ba, we are having يا بني يركب معنا, يا بني يركب معنا. We are having ba sakin wa mim, ba sakin wa mim. When you're pronouncing the two, you can tell that they are coming from the same makhraj. Ba, it comes from the lips. The area, the destination of ba is lips, and then mim is still coming from the lips, so they're neighbors. The makhraj is the same. So here the first one is sakin, the second one is mutaharrika, will merge the two, and that will be irkam ma'ana, irkam ma'ana, and we'll sort of ignore or silent the first letter. And then المثال عند الكاف, we have قاف وكاف, قاف وكاف. Actually, most of the time people confuse قاف وكاف. They read kaf in the place of qaf, or they read qaf in the place of kaf. So this shows that they come from the same makhraj. When you come across such, you will read alam nakhluqkum, alam nakhluqkum. Here the first qaf will be silent and the second kaf will be mustashaddida. We'll read it with shadda. So they have not said that there is any other. I think they have removed all the ones which are mutaqaribain, and that is that is tha wa dhal, and here we are having ba wa mim, and here we are having mim, we are having qaf wa kaf. So these are the only mutaqaribain. Anytime you see this particular example in the Quran, they will fall under mutaqaribain. So if you don't want to confuse, just try to notice that it's only ta and dal, and then we are having here ba and mim, and we are having qaf and kaf. And then now in the case of al-idgham al-mutajanisain, this is where هو اتحد مخرجا واختلف صفة. The makhraj is the same, but the sifa is different. So how are we going to tell that? How are we going to know this makhraj is the same and sifa? It's from the example that we have, the first example here of ta and ta. لئن بسطت, we have ta and ta. Ta and ta. You can tell basatta, the makhraj is the same. The makhraj is the same. And then when you see the two now, you drop the first one, or you silent the first one and you put the shadda in the second one. So you read it basatta, and not basatta, not basatta. You can even tell that whenever you try to read the other way, the correct by putting the sakin, it will you can't even pronounce it properly. And then another example is ta wa ta, ta wa ta. So the ta wa ta, we are having ta sakin wa ta. So here the makhraj is the same. So when pronouncing, we are going to say wa qalat ta'ifa, wa qalat ta'ifa. And then we are having another one here is ta and dal. The ta and dal is athqalat da'wa, athqalat da'wa. So you can tell him that the makhraj now is they are almost coming from the not very close, but when you are pronouncing, you drop the first one and you read the other one with shadda, and that is athqalat da'wa, athqalat da'wa. You will go immediately, instead of saying athqalat da'wa, you'll say athqalat da'wa, athqalat da'wa. You will silent the first one. And then another one is qur rabbi. We can see this one is coming from idgham bi ghayri ghunna, lam sakin wara. The lam sakin wara, we have the lam, we are going to insert it in the ra, and we put shadda in ra. So this will be, instead of saying qul rabbi, we will say qur rabbi, qur rabbi. And then ومثال الذال in the dha, the example of dhal in the dha, we are having dal and dha, we are having dal and dha. So in this example, we are going to merge the two, and then instead of saying idhalamu, we will say idhalamu, idhalamu. So in short here, we notice that here the example of mutaqaribain, they have given ta and ta, ta and ta. And they've also given, we have here ta and ta, we have still ta and ta, we have ta and dal, and we have lam and ra, and then dal and dha. So these are the only example of mutaqaribin. Once you know, because they're not saying nahwa dhalika, anything that close to them. So in that case, once you know that when you come across ta and ta, and ta and ta, and ta and dal, and ta, dhal and dha, because you can even tell the dha, the ta, ta. So when you come across these letters, it's you read them by merging together, or you can just not, you can just use the in short, you can just use the definition of al-idgham al-idgham. By merging, you're supposed to merge. So whenever you see any huruf of idgham that is like they look alike, like this and this, you'll note that you will read it as idghaman, and you put it in the first bracket, that it's either mutamathilain, they look alike, or they come from the same area, because this is makhraj and the other one is makhraj. So once you put them, that as long as you know that they're coming from the same area, and the example are here, that is what ba and mim, even when you're reading them, you feel like they're coming from the same area, you just read them like idghaman mutaqaribain, and you put them together with idghaman mutajanisain. So the names should not worry you as long as you understand the concept. Al-muhim, you understand the concept. So we're going to look at the summary here. I've tried to remove those letters so that we summarize them. Idgham mutamathilain, it's only all the huruf that look alike. So here they told us that any other, it's not only the ba and ba, and not only the lam and lam. As long as you come across huruf that are similar in the Quran, one is sakin, the other one is mutaharrika, read them like idghaman, and then the second one is the makhraj, and the first part of makhraj is we are having tha and dal, ra and mim and nun. These are the only ones that they have selected. So if we get other ones and they have not showed us, we'll just practice with the ones that they have given example, and that is only dal and tha and dal, ra and mim and nun. And then makhraj, another one for makhraj is ta and ta, ta and dal, lam and ra, dal and dha. So you can even tell that whenever you're pronouncing the ta and ta is easy to remember, because this is ta and ta, pronouncing it is the same. Ta and da, you can tell they are coming from the same area. We have lam and ra, it's a bit different because the area is not quite same. This is lam and this is ra. The area is not the same, but as long as you have to merge the two, they removed it from the merging idgham, so it falls here. And then dha and dha, you can even tell. So these two set of mutaqaribain and mutajanisain, it's almost the same, as long as it's you can even just understand the concept that whenever they come from the same area, from the same makhraj, you read them idghaman, and that is dal, ta wa dal, ra wa mim wa nun. And the other one is ta wa wa dal, lam wa ra, dha wa dha. So basically that's it. That is al-idgham and the rules of idgham. So if we start from the beginning, idgham bihunna, idgham bighayri, and now we are having idgham mutamathilain, and then idgham mutaqaribain wa mutajanisain. But mutaqaribain and mutajanisain, they are almost the same. They are coming from the same makhraj and the concept is the same. That's it. So subhanaka Allahumma bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.